So
Okay,
nice I ran into you.
hey guys.
Hey.
It's Afi, the Black Letter Law. I'm here with the wonderful, amazing Marie Pereira, former prosecutor, criminal defense attorney, and we're both here tracking and observing the ASAP Rocky trial. Today is day two. We've got a lot that we covered very early. I think early on, the first thing before the jury came in, the judge talked about what he would and would not allow Relly to be questioned about.
Right.
So, and he, one of the things was, you can't call him a cheater. You can't call him a liar. You can't call him an extortionist,
a money grabber.
Right. No, you can talk about any issues that he may have, any convictions he may have if they involve moral turpitude. But we found out that he has no felony convictions.
That's right.
So that was the first thing. And then the second thing we talked about that they talked about was the judge asked, "Where's the prop gun?"
And Tacopino said, basically, the prop gun is not around anymore. He alluded that it was because he added not anymore, which makes one think that somebody had it and got rid of it for whatever reason. You think that's problematic?
Yes. So where's the prop gun? Hey, Dizzy, can y'all hear me? Let me know. Can y'all hear us? All right. So my issue is, where's the prop gun? Because if that's your defense, and I think it was a really viable defense, but I want to know all about the prop gun. I want to know, where'd you get it from? Who told you to use it? How often do you use it?
And what happened to it? What happened to it? It's all part of your defense, but you don't have it.
Yeah.
Why would you get rid of it?
Thank you.
It sounds suspect to me.
I think that's a problem.
It's a problem.
I want to know who recommended using it. These are my notes I was taking. Who trained you on it? Was it modified? Who had it last? Who had it first? If you guys saw that vehicle in the background, I don't know if that's Rocky's vehicle, but we're standing right outside of the courthouse.
Yes, we are.
We pretty much always have great lighting. Look at how that's hitting
know,
you.
right?
God.
What you know about this? You know I have
Show
to
us.
do a what?
Yes, tell us. What are you wearing?
Well, let's talk about ASAP and the
ASAP,
trench coat. He
Yeah.
pulled up in a tan-colored trench coat, looking all Inspector Gadget-like.
Yeah.
And I saw him, and I just made eye contact. And I said, "Like the look," and he said, "Thank you, ma'am."
Yeah.
Well, he
Oh.
didn't say ma'am, but he
Yeah.
just said, "Thank you,
you.
ladies," because I was standing with
You felt the
somebody else.
man. Yeah.
I felt it. I felt a fashion connection with him. But let's talk serious now.
Yeah, but I thought, I was wondering what you were wearing. You look really good.
I'm wearing Zara head to toe, baby.
Love it.
You
Okay.
already know navy blue Zara, very affordable, looking like $1 million
my
for
God.
much less.
I love that.
Thank you, thank
know.
you. Let's talk
I
about.
want a scarf.
Let's talk about the gag order.
Oh yeah.
There's
So
a gag order.
something was interesting. We saw back and forth between the lead DA and Tacopina, and I think Tacopina was really upset because the DA said something that was published in the newspaper.
Yeah, the DA basically accused Tacopino of using the media to try the case.
Yeah.
And he said, "Judge, even though there's no gag order, I don't appreciate Mr. Tacopino talking about me disparagingly to the media."
Yeah. Right.
And then so the judge said, "I don't know what's being said, but I'm issuing a gag order." So Tacopino said, "Well, since you're talking about gag order, let me tell you what the prosecution did." He approached ASAP Rocky's mom.
This is so inappropriate.
And said, "I just want you to know it's nothing personal, the prosecution. I'm just trying to understand, why would ASAP not take that plea deal? I don't know if it was the best decision." How are you talking to ASAP Rocky's mother and saying those things?
His mother, and I think his sister as well.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So the judge was like, "What? Did you really do that, Mr. Prosecutor?" And he sort of rephrased it. But basically, he admitted he did that, but he tried to soften it to say, "Well, I just approached her and I just wanted her to know that it was nothing personal."
Yeah.
But basically, he repeated what Tacopino said he did. And then the judge said, "You know what, enough. There's a gag order now, and I'm officially ordering everyone not to discuss this case with the media until the case is over. Period."
Right. I have what he said. He said he went up to the mom and what we believe is a sister and said, "I hope that your brother or your son has really evaluated what he is risking here, because it is a lot. The judge did say that he doesn't know of any rule prohibiting that, but he did say there's a gag order in place because we know after court, Takapina comes out here and he answers questions ordinarily. But the DA also, there was an article or something in the paper, and he said he doesn't prosecute anyone unless they are confident that they believe that they have the person who is their man, and that they are positive that they can get a conviction. So we won't get any of that anymore, guys.
No, we won't. But really, whether or not there's a rule saying that prosecutors cannot sort of intimidate defendants' families, there should be some protocol, some etiquette that you do not approach A$AP Rocky's mother and say, you sure A$AP made the right decision? Basically, you could make it in big words, but he was in a way trying to intimidate the woman.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the first, I'm looking at you. That's the first I've ever heard of somebody.
I've never heard that. As a former prosecutor, I would never pull up on the mother of a defendant that I'm prosecuting.
I'd be so upset.
I gave a plea deal to, and he respectfully turned it down. And I'm going in to talk to the mom to say, you sure he made the right decision? Basically, because we're gonna convict him.
I would find rage. I would be in deep rage if someone did that to my client's relative or just anybody in my client's party, because I'm very protected. And also, psychological, I guess you have to be mentally fit to go through a trial. So you want your client to just be mentally fit and be focused. It's a frightening time for him. We see him walk in, walk out. We know he's anxious. You can tell. And the last thing he needs is, family members or people in his camp, whispering things saying, hey, the prosecution came to us and said X, Y, and Z. Are you sure you want to do this?
His own mother.
Sure? Yeah, he doesn't need to be second guessing anything right now. So,
sometimes, I label defenses as, nothing to lose defense.
Yeah.
And I say NTL defense. This is a ETL defense. Everything to lose.
Ooh, I love it.
He made his choice. He didn't take the plea. Why are you approaching his mom?
What do you
trying
think
to
about him
intimidate
not
her?
taking that plea? What do you think about the plea itself? Like it was 180 days,
but he had to plead guilty to a violent felony.
7 years probation. What do you think about
7 years suspended sentence, which means any little thing that happens while he's on probation, okay, they can lock him up for the amount of time. And when I say any little thing, any little violation, once the probation officers get their hands on you, it's very easy to have a probation violation. And plus, he would be a convicted felon.
So an example of something that's really easy to get a probation violation is being in the presence of a convicted felon.
That's right.
You might not even know that you're in the presence of a convicted felon, but that's simple enough. Being in a vehicle where there is a firearm, and you're not allowed to be around firearms.
Yes.
Just something.
And
really
they monitor
simple.
Your movements too. You can't just pick up and leave.
No,
he's a person. Exactly. So that would impact his moves as an actor, as somebody who's on the chair of the Met Gala, as the husband of a very prominent woman. No, it's a lot. People say, oh, he turned that down, but he had to plead guilty to say, I did that. They allocute you, and you already know as an attorney. They make you say in open court. It wasn't like a no contest plea kind of thing. He would have to admit he did that. I don't know. I still don't know if I agree with what he did by not taking the deal. I think we need to see more of what the prosecution's case looks like. But so far, I don't think you and I saw anything that would say immediately, oh my God, he's going down.
Well, I need the prop gun.
You need that prop gun.
Let's see if we have any questions. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hey, Sue.
Hey everybody, this is my first time doing this.
Oh really?
I'm so glad I ran into you. We met each other on Law and Crime.
On Law and Crime, yeah. And I thought she was fabulous.
Oh, I hope. We kept in touch, and when I saw her, I was like, oh my God. I was starstruck. And you about to be a guest on Court TV.
Let me find some eyeshadow. Okay, so anyway, if you guys have any questions, leave them. Oh wait, what was the answer to Judge's question about if it exists? He said no.
It no longer exists.
Yeah, he said no, it no longer exists. He was asking, he said, are you asking if we're going to produce it? No.
But he basically said, in substance, when I say he, Takapino, alluded to the fact that at one time they had it, but it no longer exists and they don't plan on producing it.
Where'd it go, buddy?
That's a
I
problem.
want to know where it went.
That is a problem, because if that thing disappeared and you're saying, first off, it wasn't even a real gun, let us examine it to see
Yeah.
if it wasn't a real gun.
Let us know that it wasn't modified and that
Yes.
you could not put live rounds in it.
Exactly.
That's important.
Exactly.
So
Yes, we'll talk about what we, more witnesses. We'll save a little bit, but they did have the 911 caller.
yeah, she's up there right now.
She's up there right now talking about what she saw from a vantage point 7 floors up, looking at basically the alleged crime scene.
Yeah, and it pretty much matches. It pretty much matches what we've seen in the videos so far. So we'll see. But
We'll see.
I think we'll get through her testimony today, and maybe one other. Do you know who? I don't know. I haven't read the witness list yet.
I haven't read it yet, but I don't know if Relly will come on today.
No, they should save that for tomorrow.
Yeah. Relly pulled up with his attorneys, Camille Vasquez and
Benjamin Chu, I
Benjamin
think.
Chu.
Johnny Depp's attorneys.
Yes.
But those are his civil attorneys, because remember, I think yesterday they said that he filed a $30 million lawsuit.
Those are his attorneys in the
Yeah.
civil case.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
They were here
I was
last
wondering,
year.
why would he need to pull up with his lawyers? Oh, those are his attorneys.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
civil- I heard they're suing for $30 million for a knuckle graze and what? Extreme intentional infliction of emotional
There's
distress
trauma. There's
and
trauma
street
there.
fear.
There's trauma there.
A knuckle graze, Relly? Really, Relly?
There's trauma.
I mean, come on now.
There's trauma there. I don't know.
Just saying. Thank you for having me as your guest.
Thank you so much for coming in this good light.
Good lighting. The weather got better. It was
It
colder
did.
this morning.
That's
The weather's
scarf.
nice.
All right, so we'll come back. I guess tomorrow we'll do another live stream. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.